black dress and cowboy boots, little hidden cross tattoo. You pulled me in from a mile away. I try to get to you before you walk away. You're drinking beer, but let's face it, I'm gonna need something stronger to make it. Let's forget about the crowd. Bartender, another round. Yeah, let's give it a shot. I'm buying whatever you want. Let me take you out on that floor. Give me a long, slow dance, just one chance to make you want me more and more. And when the song stops playing, we can hang around. At 2 a.m. I get to walk you out, and maybe a kiss in the parking lot. Let's give it a shot. One smile and now I'm yours. With those gorgeous eyes, you know I'm surprised. I haven't had to fight off any of those other guys. I gotta hurry, babe, what's your dream? On the rocks, maybe straight up, what do you think? Let's give it a shot. I'm buying whatever you want. Let me take you out on that floor. Slow dance, just one chance to make you want me more and more. And when the song stops playing, we can hang around. At 2 a.m. I get to walk you out, and maybe a kiss in the parking lot. Yeah, let's give it a shot. I'm buying whatever you want. Let me take you out on that floor. Give me a long, slow dance, just one chance to make you want me more and more. And when the song stops playing, we can hang around. At 2 a.m. I get to walk you out, and maybe a kiss in the parking lot. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot.
UValleyRadio.net, your station for the most Texas country and the best of Nashville from 90s to now. A little Texas country out of San Antonio, the J.R. Herrera band called Let's Give It a Shot. And you know what? We've got on the phone with me, leader of the band, Mr. J.R. Herrera right now. Welcome, sir. How are you?
Hey, bro. Good. How are you?
I'm good, man. It's good to hear your voice. You got a show in Uvalde tonight. We're looking forward to seeing you doing an acoustic thing. Just in case people haven't heard on the air, we're moving Friday Night Live to Hangar 6 Air Cafe instead of Broadway A30. As a backstory, Broadway A30 had an electrical fire. They decided to use this opportunity to do some other upkeep and remodeling as well. So moving it over to Hangar 6. Have you played over there at the Hangar 6 Air Cafe, JR?
No, I've never been there. No. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's a really cool place, man. It's right there off the Garner Field Airport, and it's got kind of this World War II aviator theme. So you might dig it, and literally, you'll be on the patio right near the landing strip. So sometimes, the planes come and go. It's kind of cool, though. It can be interrupting depending on when you're playing your gig. But, man, let's just talk about you. We did one of your singles from last year, and then, of course, we've got your most recent one, your current one from this year. I know you're getting geared up to release a brand new single here very soon. So let's go ahead and start off this way. We'll talk about your basic bio stuff in a minute, but how was the summer, man? We're wrapping up summer, heading into fall. What were the highlights for J.R. Herrera this summer musically?
Well, we've been able to do a lot more traveling in the last year or so. Our booking agency has kind of helped us expand out of San Antonio. So that's pretty much been our focus, is trying to build our fan base out of San Antonio. Get on the road as much as we can and play some pretty cool venues with some pretty cool artists this past year. And so, yeah.
Any highlights on new venues you played, or any artists that you might have performed alongside or, worn the stage for?
Yeah, we did 3 shows this year with Creed Fisher.
Oh, nice.
I did one in Houston with them, down in the Valley. Houston in March, down in the Valley in May. And then we played Sam's Burger Joint here in San Antonio for the first time, opening for him in June.
Man,
that was real cool.
I love Sam's Burger Joint, man. They got a great place there, really great staff.
Yeah.
Of course, the food is awesome. So, yeah, that's a cool place. I'd love to go see you there at Sam's next time you play. That's awesome. So, yeah, Creed Fisher Band, man. Those guys, I love those guys. Kind of country, kind of rock, cool image. You know what I mean? They got a big full band. What kind of did you pick up any tips? Because he's been doing this for a while and he's put out lots of records. Did you get any time to talk to Creed and just I guess absorb some of that massive musical knowledge he might have?
Oh yeah, absolutely. With him, it was just really cool to see the grind that they've put in. I mean, this guy's been around for a long time. Yeah. But he really just started hitting what I would think is like the last few years.
Right.
And he's selling out all over the country. So doing those shows with him, just to see that and know that he's gone through that grind, and that's what it takes a lot of times. It's really cool to see. It's really motivating.
Now you've been playing for a while, and I think your band started in 2017-ish. So you've got
right.
if my math is right, you've got about 5 years on the band. Now, of course, minus a year and a half or two for the pandemic. But how has it been for you? I guess. How have you evolved as the band leader and the guy recording the records and putting that stuff out? How do you feel you're maturing?
Oh man, evolution evolving is like the best way to describe the journey, man. It's been 5 years. I mean, we started with, first of all, I had never been a band leader. I had never been in charge of my own band, and so there's been an incredible amount of sorry, I thought I had my phone on silent. Incredible amount of growth where, we started 5 years ago trying to get into the local dance halls, like Thirsty Horse, stuff like that. And it was a cover band. We were just trying to learn enough music to get on stage. Mm-hmm. And now over the last year and a half, 2 years, since we kind of signed with our booking agency with Seven Planet, it's been way more geared towards our music and putting on our show and that kind of thing. So that in and of itself has been a huge change with the band.
That's fantastic. And like you said, man, it takes, it's not overnight. I mean, of course, some people are lucky enough for it to be overnight, but right. the vast majority of you guys, there's a grind, there's dedication, there's hard work, there's blood, sweat, and tears, as they say. And then one day, and it's probably not instant. It's probably just kind of a wake up. You wake up one day and go, hey, I'm doing this. It's working out.
Yeah, that's what was interesting about Creed, is that that's kind of what I've seen, like the vibe I kind of got from him was kind of like one day I just woke up and I was like, holy hell, I'm on a bus. I did it. It's such a slow process,
So what, for J.R. Herrera and the J.R. Herrera Band, what's the 5-year plan? Are you guys looking to get a tour bus? You have a certain number of states you want to get to? Do you want to be international? Well, how does the future look for you, as far as if you could map it out and say, hey, I'd love to do this, what would some of those hits be?
I really think the next 5 years are pretty much the most important. The next 5 years are going to be the most important years of this journey, my manager and I bought this was a huge step for me personally. We bought our first F-350 Transit high roof van, right?
Nice.
Big van, and we upgraded to our big trailer that we got about a year ago, and so that in and of itself, just having the rig we have now, for me was like we did something great already.
Yeah.
Being able to afford it and stuff and get on the road, and so the next 5 years, of course, it's growing into something like, being able to grow our ticketed shows is what our goal is. Mm-hmm. We're doing one on Wednesday at Sam's we're doing on our own show. So that shows like that for me are a big deal right now, because we're moving into this realm of, you know, right now it's guaranteed at the venues. We're moving into this realm of like tickets, you know, and then of course releasing as much music as we can over the next few years.
And that's a big part of it. And again, let's get back to your radio stuff. You've got a couple of singles that you've released out to Texas radio. We've had the pleasure of playing several of them. You are getting geared up for a new one. We'll talk about the current single we have, I'm Just Not That Strong. We'll review that one. We've talked about it before. But before we get into that, let's go and talk about the brand new track. I know that there's been a bit of a delay getting it out. I know you meant to get it out sooner. But let's talk about the brand new material you got coming out. What's going on there?
So She Drinks Merlot, I wrote with two buddies. I think you're familiar with Seth Storer.
Yeah, yeah.
He's had a song or two on the charts. Yeah. So him, another buddy out of Louisiana wrote this song, She Drinks Merlot. And we've been playing it live for about, I want to say about 9 months. And this is like the favorite of all the songs of all of our songs so far that we've released. And so we're real excited. You know, we had a big delay on it. We had to move to another studio, and I think it was a good thing for what we're trying to do. I think it was a good push forward. You know, unfortunately, it caused a bit of a delay for this release, but I think in the long run, it's going to be well worth it. You know, so it was kind of one of those things with this one where I said, well, we're just going to kind of just pump the brakes a little bit and just take it right now, and in the long run, it'll pay off.
Hey, after that 1.5, 2 year delay on pandemic, you know, that's probably just you know what I mean, a bump in the road, just a hiccup.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, of course, we're all disappointed. We don't want to release stuff super late. We want to try to stay on schedule as much as possible. But you know, I said for this one, we're just gonna bite it, and we're gonna take the delay, and we're just gonna keep moving forward. And we'll get it done right the way we want it done. And so we're excited now. I went into pre-production with the new studio on just the other day, and it like lifted my spirits. I was so glad that, you know, that this delay is going to be worth it. So it's okay.
So now,
we'll have it out here soon.
As far as the studio work, now are you working with your band guys? Did you get like studio musicians? How has this recording and production gone so far?
We typically use studio musicians for our stuff. For our last few singles, we've used you know, for our last two singles we had Jeff Smith, I believe is his name, lead guitarist from Brooks and Dunn, record all the guitars in the last two singles. Wow. And it's just, you know, I mean, even myself, I told the guys, like, I could go in and record acoustic guitar, but, you know, why would I do that? We're all live musicians. Our thing is a live show, and so I would rather sometimes have musicians come in. That's what they do. Their job is to be in the studio all day and record. Right. You know, they're going to do it faster. They're going to do it cleaner. They're just going to do it better. And it's still our music, you know. I mean, we've been playing this song for 9 months, like I said. And we went into the studio literally, and I said, we're going to base the song off of this live version that we've already put together as a band. You know, and so that's what we did, and it turned out great so far, you know. Oh yeah,
studio musicians are that's what they do. I mean, they go in there and they can even bring some extra stuff to a song that, you know, you might not have thought of. Now, is there a desire, like deep in your heart, maybe to eventually one day have the J.R. Herrera band be the band in the studio, like, and it be that kind of recording process?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Oh yeah, that's always the goal, you know. But with what I've noticed with like where we're at with the band, you know, it's guys kind of come and go sometimes. Sure, yeah. You know, so we'll have, you know, we've had the same. Like, I've had my drummer for 3 years, and it's been great. You know, before that we had another drummer. You know, so every now and then we've lost guys, and you know, last year we went through a stage where our lead guitarist got picked up to play bass by John Wolfe last year.
Right. Okay.
So that's always a good thing to see. You know, you're proud of your guys for being, you know, that kind of thing happens. So we got another guy that got picked up by Kyle Park in the summer. So guys kind of filter in and out. So I think to get the band in the studio and be the actual studio, you gotta have to have that time put in with them on stage. You know, to where it's that comfortability is there, the confidence is there, you know, and I think that takes time to build, even with the live band.
It's absolutely true. The consistency is a factor, and the time, the years spent, because you take bands like Josh Abbott Band, Randy Rogers Band, where there is there's a central figure, the Randy or the Josh, but really everybody knows them as bands, and that they're bands through the recordings, and the bands are a fixture. But it's a long time coming, to get your band to that stature where people can look at the J.R. Herrera Band as, something like that. Because again, revolving names don't help that effort. So as far as band, go ahead and tell me who's your current incarnation. Name drop the guys that are working with you right now.
Oh, yeah. So we have Carlos Cienfuegos is his last name. 100 Fires. I think it's the best last our drummer, he's been with us for 3 years. We have our sound engineer, who his name is TJ. He's been with us for about 2 years or so, and he was on the road back in the day with Pat Green for a long time. So he's been a great asset to us as far as teaching us how the things are really done on the road, to develop those good habits, as a live band. And we have a new bassist and a new lead guitarist who've been with us for about 3 months already. Rod Silva and Everett Thompson on bass. And, so, I mean, those guys just joined the team a few months ago, and we're glad to have them. They've done a great job with us.
Well, JR, man, it's been great catching up with you. Again, the show is tonight over at Hangar 6 Air Cafe. The address is 249 Airport Boulevard, right near the Garnerfield Airport, out by the Southwest Texas Junior College. Showtime is at 7. JR is going to play till 10, acoustic on the patio. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful night. So get on out there, enjoy some cold beer and a burger. And before I play your current single, the most recent one, let's go ahead for those. Again, we've talked a few times on the air, so we've talked about your backstory, your biography. But for those who are hearing your voice for the very first time, let's go get into the quick bio. I know that you started off, doing your own thing. You were a teacher for a while. Then you were on Carnival Cruise Lines. Go ahead and give us that remarkable story of what brought you to where you are now.
Well, it's been a very interesting road, Robert, for sure. Yeah, I grew up down in the valley playing mariachi music. I played with a group for 10 years as a kid growing up. And but if you're from the valley, you listen to all types of music. I was like country music, so went to college there. I got a scholarship to play mariachi with the university that I went to, and I taught middle school science for a couple years. Long story, ended up in Austin, taught another year there. Found a job on Carnival Cruise Lines. They were looking for acoustic country singers, so I went on, did that for 2.5 years. And then I met my manager and my business partner now about 6 years ago on a ship. And he took a law firm on a trip, and we met, and he lived here in San Antonio, and him and I kind of became real good buddies, and he offered to help me start the project 5 years ago.
Wow.
So I moved here, and that's what we've been doing for the last 5 years, is just hitting it hard with the band and trying to grow the name, trying to grow the brand.
Well, it has been exciting watching your progress, man, and we're so excited that you're actually making it back to Uvalde again tonight. Hangar 6 Air Cafe, 249 Airport Boulevard. Get on out there for Friday Night Live. Our temporary location is Hangar 6 since Broadway is getting worked on. But, man, let's go ahead and get into your most recent single. It's called I'm Just Not That Strong. You've heard it here on UvaldeRadio.net. If you're a regular listener, go ahead and give us a quick reminder as to what this song is about and what inspired it.
It's basically about a guy trying to find every way to get over the person, the woman who broke his heart. Everything, everywhere he goes reminds him of her. And at the end of the song, he finally says, maybe eventually, after all this wears off, maybe eventually I'll be that strong to go and let you go.
Very good, man. It's a great song. We love it. Where can we find more information? What's the website, socials, all that good stuff?
So jrherreraband.com. The website's updated with all of our full band dates. I normally post a monthly schedule at the beginning of every month for my acoustic and full band, but if you go to the website, jrherreraband.com, you can find all of our full band dates constantly updated. And then it's the same thing for Spotify, Facebook, Instagram, JR Herrera Band. Yeah, and I'll get you that She Drinks Merlot. As soon as I get the master, Robert, I'll send it over to you.
The website says early October, so man, I'm looking forward to it, man. We're very excited about it. Once again, JR Herrera, thank you so much for spending some time with us, man. We look forward to the show tonight. Everybody go check out the website, jrherreraband.com. Find him on social media. And then again, here's the single, I'm Just Not That Strong, JR Herrera Band on UvaldeRadio.net. Thank you, sir. God bless you.
Thank you.
with all the things I should be doing. There's not a thing that you left me in this world that doesn't remind me of you, my sweet baby girl. Oh, I'm just not that strong. Oh, I'm just not that strong, yeah. In this bright summer rain, I could stay quiet and enjoy the feeling of a cold drop pouring down under the sun. There's one thing I know, you have been perfectly clear. I should just stay away and let my wounds disappear. Oh, I'm just not that strong. Oh, I'm just not that strong, yeah. On the corner of Main, outside that little old dive bar, we kissed for the first time underneath those moonlit stars. I have yet to face those places that we held in high regard. Each one turns back to a page with that same little scar. Oh, I'm just not that strong. Oh, I'm just not that strong, yeah. The sun is risen again and is back to shining down. I can hold my own and hold my head way up high. Be free of ill emotion lingering and say goodbye. Maybe I'll be that strong. Maybe I'll be that strong.